feel like a hypocrite at times. I lost track of eating properly in regards to nutrition on my journey. And this happens to the best of us, right? This happens all the time. You get too lax, you start tracking less of the calories and so on, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but then you start losing the principles that you typically follow and typically recommend people do, and then you start gaining weight. And so I was gaining some weight. It kind of snapped me back into, you know what, I feel more energetic and I feel a lot healthier with having better nutritional practices. So I'm actually in the process of losing a couple pounds of fat. This is just something that I'm going to be documenting some of. And I wanted to talk in this video about the protein protocol. I call it the protein protocol because this is probably like the number one thing that I do immediately when I start trying to lose weight, or I'm trying to, be more cognizant of my calories and be more cognizant of, my nutrition on my journey. So I wanted to go over 3 things in this protein protocol video. And number 1 is the importance of protein. Think about your muscles as a construction site that's constantly renovating. That's why you need protein. Your body breaks down protein into amino acids and utilizes them for our brain, body, and so on. And so if we don't get enough protein in our diets, we won't get the proper nutrients that we need for our body to handle normal processes. In addition to that, protein keeps you full and satisfied for long periods of time. And this is why it's the most important macronutrient, in my opinion, is being able to be cognizant of how much protein you're eating will help you stay fuller for longer periods of time, especially in the United States. If you guys know, I traveled to Europe not too long ago. I found that their meals actually had a lot more protein in them and it kept them fuller for longer. And this is in my dad's home country. They're typically less overweight than us. And that's one of the reasons why, you have more protein, more fiber, more vegetables. It's more whole foods rather than the processed foods that we eat. So in the United States, it's a little bit more tricky. So this is why I'm all about prioritizing protein. And in addition to that, having an adequate amount of protein is essential for your muscles. When you're on a weight loss journey, your body likes to pull from muscle, water, and fat. So it may pull from the muscle. So this is why it's essential to have protein as a muscle-sparing macronutrient. And so with that being said, we can go into calculating calories. You can use any calorie calculator to do this. Typically from there, you could break it down into how much protein you need. I recommend to most people 0.6 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. This is more than enough. If you're just getting started, this is a simple recommendation you follow. I like to do 1 gram, and that allows me to have some leeway. If I have under 1 gram per pound of body weight, I am 190 pounds, so I have 190 grams of protein. I have my 190 grams of protein that I focus on daily, and then I can break it down some more further. If I don't want to accurately track the macronutrients by looking at a nutrition facts label, measuring the ounces and so on, I will do palm servings. Guys, I wanted to interrupt this quick video to offer you our Depression Slayers 15-minute workout program. It's 7 free workout programs that you can do under 15 minutes to essentially exercise for your serotonin boost. If you head on over to the link description below, you can grab it for free. With that being said, let's get back to the show. 1 palm serving of lean proteins like chicken, steak, or fish actually give you about 20 to 30 grams from protein. So I can break that 190 grams of protein down, and I essentially like to eat 4 meals a day. I have 6 to 9 palm servings per day. And if you think about it like this, it's easier to calculate and it's easier to track your protein intake. This is like the number 1 thing I tell people to focus on because it's so easy to do. And it's so easy to track while you keep your other calories in your carbs and fats. Obviously, you can get more granular with the fat intake and carb intake, but I like to just primarily track the protein intake to start. And then if I want to get a little bit more serious, I'll be able to calculate the fats and the carbs. But that's essentially what I do. If I hit that daily goal, it becomes a lot easier to manage because I get into the habit of doing so. And then I can actually take a step back from the tracking because it becomes a lot more instinctive. And then I go and refine my nutrition. And simply put, that's all I do. Protein is essential macronutrient. The first thing I prioritize is the first thing I help you guys out with. We go into fiber and stuff down the line, but protein is typically where I find most of the clients that I have helped out on their journey is where they're lacking, the protein. And once you figure out the protein, this is not only gonna help with your weight loss process, but it's also gonna help you stay fuller for longer, and it's good for your body and your mind. With that being said, like, subscribe, share. I know this is a short video, but I wanted to just put this out there just because I've been thinking about it. And with that being said, thanks for watching and we'll talk soon. Peace. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this week's video. I handpicked a video off to the side for you that I highly recommend. If you haven't watched it, hop on over and watch it. That being said, thanks for watching and we'll see you around. Take care.